Well, yeah, trust you. It's always good to be here. Mpensenmpensenmu and also Ken answer. And yeah, our 30th birthday. CEO Multimedia Group Ken answer. And then already 30 years. Young, dynamic CEO. Make a mama of Israel. I was hey, 30 pa. So Uncle Ken answer. Maybe I'll be to be a short out to office. Happy birthday. If we Badwam crew no, yeah the mouth. Yeah, cause when you make us some more holding in him there, and they about try the better thing now. All my jumana, I could do Mpensenmpensenmu. I say do. The happy birthday. Me sure see if you happy, you know what we can offer you this morning in return for Adriani also the my is to come and sing along with you a happy birthday song. Now we are, aja the your fungi me, and the wape Badwam team no we are no Adriani. Benguni fufu ni wachi ni they are cannot team their so nti Multimedia Group our COO Ken answer Edina order and a happy birthday once again. Yeah, try and come on so Fred Agbanya Tenase so na Sampai na Tenase. It is now clear that he needs just 2 minutes or 2 days Abodino in terms of Kumasi Mayor. It's very clear now. That the next substantive mayor for Ashanti region, in this case Kumasi, Kumasi City Council, the Mpensenmpensenmu or Baho. He continues to be in the academia, a teacher, a philanthropist, and a butcher, and a one-time a football administrator, a politician, and a secretary to the MPP in Ashanti region. An advocate always for what is right. Era a year Sampai and Sam Akwaba. Congratulations in advance.
Okay.
Oh, Nasi Juma with you. I can tell you. Because within this week, he changes about or he maintain your more. Can give you about 15 top of my head. You who cratano, but the young say the cratan be shady pan in some and sana what cancer because we are seeing who come boss we be now if I go fancy be but some the end is sealed about 400 years so we do and some be sealed every boyfriend as now once you have to go a certain mile that you cannot go as an individual or as a person. Kumasi for ahoden ni nyansa ni akwankyere ni mmoa bi amodbeboa era Sampai mofa mo ano na wakobia masanteman begide say once otekoko so clear or the enche bi or the akotade de be hye no ne or the nkunima botiri na ma no oyifiri ho wi Kumasi for a very important ontimi successful without support until the next mayor Mrs. Subim emphasis mayor Kumasi Sampai. On your British, you're careful about that Sampai. And Sam. And no.
Edino. Other publicity they say, other than me can say Mitchell. Now you call Benshia, you could be there now. 2 for your corner in Chambers lunch. Now also at the end of the you the traditional Santebianina lunch, my. And I can take critique now or trade Yanni or trade with no money history. See, we are on my say, bon appetit in the dinner or 2 for a pigeon and dinner be shaman. And I say Sampai, Namsana. When I feature cherry no. And I'm saying, Nana. But there's Sampai and it's cherry dear. I'm so Nana, some need a mirror ding. And a pine no see a me papa ding. The fear dear, the dear did to me pa the frame Quabrasachi. I said, I didn't watch as I'm not say. Now, can the great can you need some, you know, now boat drink when I was straight. A Danny Biasin and Namdasso. Chrome house, we are soon I heard them, you know. And to put that thing, and I'm saying, Nana, and some I'm renting canoe. What say? Or say I'm a tipper, I'm to make a. It's me fear the party.
Okay. Okay, Kwabransechi.
But just say uko school documentations and so for nan ka hunti officially no won't mean find ya ubi bia.
Okay, so Deputy Director, International Relations and Foreign Affairs for the NDC, Fred Agbanyo, Debi Adamika, me nua Prekope. We fought a lot of battles together. We've been in those, you know, and we're demonstrating over time that on also a manual sem I any pepe penny kwasono or a part of it or a mebru few or more politics ma combine addition on Brazilian and the credit or majuma moyem. So and you say or a madam for the onion overculture a common had a minor and he's forthright in his delivery. Was a football administrator, a businessman. And very soon he will be called Dr. Fred Agbanyo. Very, very soon. Also, Gusua Usuya dear. So be just Abaso Bodino. Fred Akwaba.
Come Joso.
Okay, you better come on.
Nyamene better nasi. Say bigger than the quam.
Okay.
Now, so I appointed authority now. No, pewa announce it. If I I'm bombing you.
No, one.
I'm bombing you. Some plan, Basso.
So the condition of a title. So now you appoint authority. And the whole country there.
The friend, imagine I'm not. I say, okay, who be down?
Yeah. Yeah, I say you cry.
Congratulations. But the craft that you do some and do some. They are not yet this year. Yeah. But we know that to job yet. And I mean that's campaign. That's what TNT. Let me say was some MPP party. Yeah. Or boy Juma, why you Juma Manache. Maybe be a meka say party Juma Yano. Tunche Juma. Sebi anope wie numero nam biba dwe say ka party Juma and say radio native nko e betina so na field work na ye no kamera ntokru na ye wurewure mu nya ye no nyama ye hia o party Juma ye mu no ndin be kan nyina wo bedwuma ma fonte ne da hia na wa small man asante mamu so de e ho na the stronghold of the party na wa ye general secretary of the party in that area for all these years. Eba yo mo winning power na ya enua Comrade Duncan Central Region. Na so secretary. President anya regional minister. Tena ga me hwe nim say o winning so de enya santimemu de. E fa bi sanction nim because ya mo so ko edwuma wo reference. Abatwa na mu ya abapesu osuro moja. Na the secretary nin na obeti mi atwa aponche na. But one paba. Man say wa complain that better point where I can't say no.
Oh, politics say Adom kuwa.
That's right.
Ufa who bibia.
Na ebe ma obia. Anti sapan ye bomb pa ma. Say nyame boa. Na ye dey say djuma ke say dey share say asante dey mo stronghold. Pressure and dey ufa ne kwa.
Okay.
Every day obedu djuma be na for gu ho. Obia be pe bi. Na mesra ne say human relation.
When na ujira me dey maka no so.
Appointing authority. Comrade. So now they can do the appointing authority na me na wanya abo. Dem so abo che bebre. Party for ne be ba me pe we me. Untimi nya ni nyina. Ba kasade ena ya dia ehia bebre. Na osoko da obe free o se oni obiem no. Asante ma bo this campaign.
Exactly.
Let me den sa kire so oba be ye mayor no. Ena weni ba.
Of course.
And na get a regional minister. So Obia
Obia
na ade we extra bi o men the camera Ghana for pade pa o.
Yes.
And to be a better Ghana for pade pa no nipa ne dia grow. Nyama hu e koso men mu a ye bu ye ni ago so Ghana for pe o.
Yeah.
And to wo obet nya kokudro de na asifam say da bi we de enye menye no. At the end of the day Obia bo abaso. So ya de pa. And to take a cue from what the regional minister in Greater Accra is doing. Go back to Ashanti region. Na ko ebi na mbo de pa.
Health Minister Kokwajima Menu has admitted that he independently approached the purchase of a $64.6 million contract for Sputnik V vaccine from Russia out of frustration. He told the ad hoc committee of parliament tasked to probe the controversial Sputnik V vaccines procurement agreement that accumulated frustrations to procure the vaccines for the country compelled him to disregard parliamentary approval as required by Article 181(5) of the 1992 Constitution. In the minister's justification, he had plans to formally seek parliamentary approval after independently approving the $64.6 million contract. When asked, and I quote, "Ghana has an embassy in Russia. You are aware that it has a trade minister. Russia has a diplomatic relationship with Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah is Ghana. Yet, you went ahead to sign a contract with a private person on the 9th of March to get vaccines from Russia before you wrote on the 23rd of March to the Russian Minister of Trade. And then on the 28th of April to the Foreign Minister of Russia. Will you say this was prudent under the circumstances? Mr. Adom responded, the best at the time was what I did for prudence at that time of the pandemic and my frustrations. I would not say so. If it were now, that would have been different. So that's coming from our health minister, Mpensenmpensenmu. Fred, when our teacher said, who knows, say there be some private team in Chimua, ABI, brain.
Come on, that's it. Na barika de sala.
Barika de.
Edema yenuanom. Ama bompa ma fast na bompa ya omudi we. Meti asembe nuru anya me de say tutu bi ekokoso baby.
Sampan krum.
Sanya manene.
Very unfortunate. Yeah.
There be ye gi eni, ye dare address no aya maye. Na nke hu nya so bi abehwe ne nkwa.
Nene kwa da uji oni all the two
na do eni there onwa onti ase. Ye best yenuanom say ye gi eni na ya ye ni moderation. Say be ya end your hand out telephone prayer. Yewura fenese
Koku
Adwamenu so free brother half
because
since Doma is well makọ akoye juma campaign time na me call da na kamera santa me kasa de fa mpenifo bi ho a eya na emya because o hwe papa ye ka ne ho asemi ya o ye ne health minister onya mboframba o ye papa penia ne ne fie o ye obi so anya kwenya assume Ghana mind in different capacities. Parliament na can what na watch. At one point in time, the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee. And you can't procurement in Sema. My understanding is I'm an accountant or a finance person. It's not necessarily a medical person. And you can't procurement, you can't Ghana mra or a member of parliament. And you bisa and everything you go appear before a committee of parliament. Na wakan yo kan yi na omampina nado satan be kan de bia nyame adom kase a waye wi obo brasa ba ne the end no the Ghana mind kase da sha sa me kai so win election wi your court atikoko so e futu a nanade ma president Akufo-Addo ne se bibia wadu nei unhia wi ase nyama so de koyehwe na ehia na edin pa na ode beja echi no. Why should the health minister still remain at post? Come out this Wednesday morning. Whatever the case is. Say, what buga na mrasto patnai no. Yariaba, ye Pedro. Ye the emergency measures have put in place. Say, bet me a fast track nyama. You see out of place or be a chairman of a public account committee of parliament. I also a member of parliament. Say a person called procure a draw. Every Russia na Ghana mrachre say every foreign contract be intend to be ano obehia parliamentary approval enti pen ni paper a ye chokrata da go to parliament enim say oh minuanom yare abei ye ho ya che ya che say drone bi ewo e fe ne say Russia enti ye pako to be yi a committee we frɛ e fe ne say speaker of parliament ni penifo e ka ho mo nhwɛ so nene ya na munya bibi mame na metene ko pay drive ambra e fa Ghana for na neeme ya Russia ne Ghana anyankofa wo ye ntem de obi anim ye embassy e wo China hobby anameboa Russia hobby enti se company bi wo Russia na produce a draw we are even told at the point in time say camera Ghana ha no be ye pilot no omu de drone bi ba ha e be ye test ni ne ka wonyina enti so manya gidie wo Ghana abaha be sadia no that alone is a platform could have leverage on. Say benye draw crazy at a cheaper cost than what is in the open market. A year then and a minister. Etime pen ho eko po bi free Dubai. So nya middleman. Ese o man na minuti. Na me hia bi da free won che ha. Na ma ba cameraman che wa ha say, "Oh, minia, koma hini ho na kwa ewe mame." Se nya adwi bi na ete echiri say ebia me se na me kwa de kana na bi wom a menya me chefa bi da free ne nchen ade na me de ne ba be shem Now we are told say a drone figure no has been inflated almost by 100%. A drone like that to abonte where have organization now can say my tono beyond a certain price, which is about $9 to $10 no. Now they are namakota about $19. Now minister also pressure than so. Hey, now to make grab pressure for is then emergency sit
the times that we find ourselves.
A draw timelines now by my year about procuring of this vaccine. Almost me so. They were never able to meet the timelines. As a matter of fact, the first consignment could draw my I have vaccinated a month for. The time we didn't get say second jab. Amba. Yet me and this so. And now I can say 30 million Ghanaians in the pioneer vaccinated you. Come on, Nipa in vaccinate you. And do you know what the last time I don't even do Ghana? Nyame and my domi there, my nyame 2 jabs. And Nipa in Anyabi. And the minister, excuse no my no. Me give one, mintias here. Or meimu. A man for jail for causing financial loss to the state down. And yes, over bokro no. Either negligence ke kenti o. Wako dance wam. Se ne health minister no. Ono ankasa ne conscience entimi preke no ankasa debi ni abai de me twe me ho agina nchen not you are still house and this and the contract there da bi beba ebia na mampeni akufado ni obi obebo no ban ebia na ba fufuro bi aba ebia na by that time ni wenya kwanim kama ka ho ni health enche da nya den enso am da nya easy o me kada manyo sima ye ebia minister appoint here oba be defend the minister but then of the Ghana assembly account
but sir,
the money is involved
but you're picking it from a different angle probably you also don't know the conditions under which we explain that yourself as of that time he thought of the people of Ghana more because na ni pewu na no ni bi ni ho these are the major reasons out of
the
yeah
edro ni pewu
yeah
nipa nya yara ma fo ho chiom eti a phone call to Russia, email to the embassy, too much, my minister. I don't think that Canada ho free abekoha, I'll go for Dubai. Ekope made my best. Is this saying say without that middleman, Salah Jina can donate me? Is the minister saying say, Onim say without a large now introduced to the middle honor, or not the commission? Onim. Was it not avoidable? Was it not? So what is the minister saying? Emergency today. It's an emergency cry. So why didn't you just use the straight path? I'll call one. Who are a member of parliament? Majority the minority leader, speaker, so a one-way call, say an emergency. Na kotos ade we. Ebianka that meeting, obi twena agency there be. Minister, baby a ode kono emboaye. Ghana be boka. Enta ka fani sei. Anka na boye wanke wa. Okay. So the excuse is not tenable. Okay. The excuse no anybody who comes to justify this thing, that's so with his own integrity at stake. For me, minister and good thing. Ono aja tum say anka nepa de anamo otu no ni ye. And to also be defender no defender go say.
All right,
intermediate Mr. Nenti a yetwe amafo aso ye mba ye ade ofi na ebo ma e just say empo asemo we do it to serve as what a deterrent yetwe na so be ye ochina onye bi obi fo so onye bi nenti e be hia say me bo ne ko ade say wabokro no adron afa na evidence say o ma cheska bi edi I can conjecture, I can speculate, but there's no concrete evidence to that effect. But the way anyama call by no, anybody who draws that conclusion will not be far from the truth. Okay. But the point I'm making is that to the extent that he himself admitted that Debbie and I'm only went to ye na akodwinu ye a ebi an kan sa de a the best rest of judgment to on gina chen na ye ma won kwane hwehwe e kwan ye fa so a sala age fi Dubai ba mu bi e kwan fa so a World Health Organization about say drawing my ton more than $10 na Ghana nkwa ma go ton $19 na sika buburu ja e kan wasemi ye hwe no kwa no na embe kirekire mu anya bia $19 ni nyina no edu company ni nchen na anya bia he na ko sheik ni nchen e wo Dubai sheik ni je na share no anya bia no kwa na edi ya na ana kitua bi so fine way e ba minister ni nchen we need to know Now, if the government is quiet on this, if the president is quiet on this, the only conclusion anybody meaningfully can draw is that maybe the president himself is a beneficiary of whatever booty they might have created out of this issue.
Okay, here.
We don't want to conjecture.
We just started the conversation.
Right
it's not ending here, but my main cow says so called Kel Charcoal toothpaste. The check why not the edge. Makanova Kaika body tree now the BDA one. Now they choose an idea. I bear for Indiana Bentia, Kessie, any Kel Charcoal toothpaste. No, your body tree the BDA if you want your Kessie, and the idea no year I bear for paste. Ultimately, be true. See, I'm an apori yepa. I'm a baby. I call kama. Ediama. And can be free. My papa be free. My kama. Afi Badwam. Mpensenmpensenmu crowd call. There's this one also. Suit me. Eti kama. Kel Charcoal toothpaste. Kwada. I different fee in siya kopi mpenyi forso. Ana etimi use. Make I say we see another quality product from Samara. Kel company. I say Kel Charcoal toothpaste. I say. Happy smile. Ne obi an etimi sere. CD capsules so CD ointment so kai say ene ade ba ko hia kase pa ne say se wapo no wapo so ye o ya sasabro di onya afi o nante kakra oti se nyame anim ni honam no etitu yie pa ointment no na afa twitwi so na afi wape capsules no e dey boost the immune system e mo anwodin sonko pe bia to kan she drug lane Ecus Pharmacy Gapson Pharmacy ana Kofodia so Danny Herbal e Kumase Ashtown afi o ko pharmacy na say a drugstore bia onya bia to on. Friend 020-9682-836 or 050-5767-425 no etimi ne wono akasa. Na masaka o say St Andrews College of Healthcare ona na saw St Andrews College Ultimate Remedial School. Nti wa person tro so we no. Wa person ko janti or nursing 2 years. O ko St Andrews College of Healthcare. O ko asa tro so we ni bi ma Ultimate Remedial School na won dia ba no. Won krabata ni bi wo Mankasim, Sesha Sanyo, so Anafi Asimfo Sufre 0244 696911 and 0207891004. No, what even when the in Kitao Sam. Yep, Fred Abanya calls for the minister to, as of this point, to resign and should not wait for.
I mean, in Chow may pay for me. Now, you know, I see. One pioneer made the next change. Now, you know, no Muslim for. Yema mbaka di sala enra omo esumo no saa nhihye no ehia won pa na de na ya said the Fred no di kankan no ye Ethiopia omo se eto aboabo hono no eto da bia nema bi won ti ase se wo kwa asore na de bibi se be hwe ho na wia se wo ji wani se accidental se ye den yo na etuo no ebeto. This time I am the Fred Alpha propaganda American who uncle can say insecurity intimate you no to.
Some people was a back and waka na on video. So no one that there is insecurity in the country.
I guess I will.
Yeah. Kokwaji mamenu.
Yeah.
Asema me be kan there. Ase bia wonu mienu anane miensa. Obia wona dwene ne said o dey approach no. Se wo kana enyo da enka se wo be defend obi. Adena wo dey obi accuse obi when you know actually say what so fact na wo dey ba no enye no kresa. First of all, obi atodro. Yato Sputnik vaccine no. Sputnik V no ana 5 no. Ghana tobi.
Yatuaka.
Ghana tobi.
Yatuaka.
Yentiaka pre. Yentia one dime. Emobia nipa no kra na esenka odi bibra no sa shake no moka no onu akasa din krata de abrogate contract say aduro no kra ho aye din ama no ma onya bi ntin hihye ne Ghana ye no wetwam. That is the bottom line. That is the bottom line. Ebie o say adentin no wo at post oka asam mimitie no pa o call committee na nim no minia on resign no be call committee na nim capacity being in which capacity
former minister
sir why are they sitting? Because he's the minister. Woman committee ni say former minister numra.
The Federal Government has also conscience and is up to this point. Frustration.
Not no. papa ne kasa no o ka kire se okotu emergency directives act bi say work within that enye sa no kan e na na ye ne asede ana bibi se ovia formally no or the beko parliament anim e mo ma ratify because e ade a emergency situations in here the fight against COVID e wo Ghana ha e de ko do level a we are seeing nyina de aye example ye ka no it did not come by accident o enyo bi na tinifie ena assembly si ye nyame eye yadom yes be nyame adom no or the fanipa so inti hihye ya if president any minister any health authorities wo mo a abejakuo no e pa wo mo a na mo yes adwuma no san hihye ye no ena dia bedu ne ena me no ka say vaccine kura wiase nyinara ashoto mebo a ashoto India fo a wo mo so mo ye ba bia de be wo ye no AstraZeneca wo mo factory na ye no ho no wo mo ankasa no e wo challenges if you so mo kuro no de e ye won Russia fo na ankasa mo wo Sputnik no eno enso wo nasem America fo e de mo so mo ye no wo mo hold millions of vials wo so mo ma MPM po nko you can map one this the millions of pounds sterling ekoto asempo and send one more develop vaccine no so be make sure say one microphone nyina ya wo avie into what there we a businessman Fred we a businessman and a football administrator and a propagandist so mama fan to aso so we the propaganda secretary na one party well when him say nipa and the basic principles of world economics say demand a so chain supplier yenim sem nipa kan no so dey ba no start senka $26 mebo eno mo biti na ba $19 no yentu aka pre emoka me mpese committee na adwuma medican ebu obi bima na mebu obi for enu ti na my very cautious in what I say no but yam fa no kro no ewu mu no enka nipa na been candid Oti yes, ojitum. Emsamre no na enema ekoso nipa na ewuo said na COVID no aye hu amayen. Na fata so otu adamo. Enti se committee ni wi o adwuma. No mu hu se ampa emra bi se wubu so. Ananso se wo ma oman bo ka. Anawo ye sei na ye dine koto baby twetri no etwa ni tefri so a na ndem akwa kutwa ni tefri so but until then me so on my explanations beto bi so etrim ya beto tumra no ho de oka no enu kwan so ana ebio ebuo na welcome crofo creating pressure say akutua bibi ka no World Health Organization wo mo ankasa wo mo ne COVAX facility no eye hihye no bisa se ena menu wo kasai mo mu no kra no wo ngo stock ana they don't have it enti bo no be control no nipa no ayese ekomaba obi konya gari loka ba ko a onu nanim se do ti obeton no ebisa komaba efie bia mu pegare ni bia di onu kwa na wo bie ana nipa miensa bi ene wo bie ti nipa mpim num no you depend on the three people nipa miensa no wo mu se bi enye ayamye bi na bebo mu ana adwempa bi na bebo mu say oh ne eto ne kapre still no se bi ni hompo ne wo kakra yensa fa mu kapra
tu susu se sa na montu na minister tu no unhu se mfom so bia na
me ka se me hu se mfom so bia me say committee no ye na dwuma committee no be wie na dwuma no de report abase na namo no otuni ya na ontuni yie me metra han emona ba so se wa ya ade me metra condemn no so se wati the moment I would say wa ya ade no I'm be prejudicial to the work of the committee. The moment I remember better say
based on his explanation of the amaye no etasum ema
Oh, adwene no mu church committee ni bisa question.
No, based on that explanation. That's why we are having this conversation.
Committee no emeka wrong bibia waye.
No, the committee we respect the committee. Yeah, contrary to probably the committee say, yeah, but yeah, Minister Nankasa no this same or the other tour as to reason why these things are happening. No, only Minister the committee is still working.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Emre numu. Enima na ekoso no na hu hia se obeye ni se na eye na enkonya ni sa. Nti yan carry bienu no. Say wo in the situations of emergency.
Okay.
Hwe ena no South Africa na omo eja ehie no. Mami bi ne ba otuni free abrosan so say wo mo a ewo fam no enso no. There could have been the situation and could best slip off obi nsam na akura no ahwe ho. Obi nso beka se senka kra no hwe ho a ngobi be se adan na mame no onu amfa na mmɔnebo no amfa na mfagya no mampie na ɔhye nso nti emergency situations no calls for measures yede but ni nyina ye ka no yede betoto mra no ho the emergency actions no take here no or contravene any part of the laws and regulations na se bad sa na omo establish say na tia ni ehu. Now so far no me I cannot sit here. I know for sure say so far no you can't talk about any financial loss or whatever or loss of lives because of the action. And then you actually trying no and no and about me why too cautious. Let's allow the committee to finish with its work.
All right.
Now it moves some beba.
Let's allow the committee to work and that's
you and your producer table the issue for discussion.
No, I'm saying I know the suggestion about No, he is saying that there's a committee on it.
We agree.
It is appropriate for us to really allow the committee to work.
The good thing is it is not for nothing that committee is MSCT in public. It's not for nothing. So that we can also form our opinions based on what we are seeing and hearing.
Yeah.
And so we have the right now to run commentary based on what we have heard.
The opinions are not facts.
Nobody has said that. But the point is that what I've said is based on what the minister's own admissions. His own admissions. My conclusions are based on the minister's own admissions. And I make us the be. As an minister, I can Okronfoka Kobokronwa. Camera, Obama reason.
Okay, so the premise is not Okronfo in this case.
But the point I'm making is that and Tossum.
Oh my God!
Because I say
one.
Oh, can I finish?
Sometimes
in German, also want me and kind on TSC, and yet appended a signature to it. Eba ni ye no. Saloon ego PSA ko jilo look at that story. Okay, minister na involved.
Yeah.
And to me say the minister can it's afterthought. He's trying to justify whatever that he did.
Okay. So
whatever emergency. Timeline from my na want me and dey biaso. I don't think say Pampas or Pedro in Tema. And at the time now because to a drawaway. There was no shortage in market.
So problem you
the market at the time.
When the car say a drone from day one. Na ehun asem edin
amman be bra nya credit be the chain at that time
obi any evidence yakotu akapre ama obi intimo bia ntra ha ano ntra ba bi en conclude say ka se bia na president credit beneficiaries of what yentia da ma nipa no akasa no odi edro ne ba no
mo fa play na ko
do ba now Russia with relationship of course Russia with relationship America no need relationship. They are not breaking any relationship.
And so
why are they not also giving us the opportunity to say?
But we didn't go to any of those countries.
We went to Russia. Look at the exigencies of the time. The airport to say they fan cancer.
Okay.
And you come in Russia relationship.
Okay. So sign the contract. Onyama cost before the contract is finally signed.
So let's
by the time the committee finishes their work, you will see the amount of money we have spent as a state on this issue.
Engineer committee no maka me so wie na adwuma ne hu se ye fa kwan bi so a emfata ene de koye ade no o man na boka bi a emfata ene de koye ade no ana ne papam ano pe ene de koye ade no do ye no so no me no kasa o man Ghana ye mo ka biara enam ne action o take ye no nipa biara nwu ya na nasefo then we sit down, draw our conclusions. But what we are saying is the fact that when we hear publicly, no, now you form your opinion, no, opinion and your fact. Because me, so woman in him, Pewasem, near Kansama, with the bedroom to once I'm the bedroom to, of course, and this one started the Aquatic Committee. No fees and no buono. Woman can say a quite fast so procure you. One in the buono.
But that's what I probably have already.
Into your kind of bonasum.
I didn't say $10, now got on $19. I come in. Now, what can I check?
Manafran is here.
Maybe because I'm about to be married.
Manafran is here.
Now, then, you are going to defense. I know you're rolling gum.
Into mind until we establish the facts. Okay, now who say obi antu esika obi anya say no eno ene fanka asem no na wo opinion ne de said there wo otu we bia na mempewasem asem ne ka me kanda ne no said there madwene mi susu say no.
Okay, so yan come so yan page mo wan me say non kono ba ne sa akam ne tukuma bi na non kono ebo hi Badwam on Adom TV multi-TV. So Guy G, good morning. Wajibra Oshebo say it's a blessed happy birthday to the best mother and grandma alive, Mrs. Barbara upon West Legon. Mrs. Barbara upon West Legon. The message is simple. We pray you have a memorable day and even more memorable years ahead. Every Omamba Honum, Nana and Eliza, Onsionum, Mensa and Osei, and grandkids, Inshira and Nana Poma. So happy birthday, Grandma and sweet mom, Mrs. Barbara upon West Legon. Omamba ne wonse na de we abro.
Na wadam funu nia no oda.
Gaji.
No de akoto platform bi so say na Ghana but tinam say he ukrom ho na atu no. Ni work no. Wo ko South Orange no a yetimi gina traffic etimi si na pese ne nkrante etwam.
So Gaji,
what's me chiano? Na you na
okay, so Jayada na bibi antimi ko kama ma. Well, you try and come on so what say.
Kamara. Over the weekend, me and my sister and I NDC Washama. And imagine akwenya we so na mama busu afọ na mba na Yako.
Okay.
And NDC party na so Washama so Yako.
Okay, so me chrome this year baako era jew or Trasako also no other na your honkani awoda. Mrs. Felicia Joe, Mrs. Felicia Joe, Yam Fufu Yina Chiao, Mrs. Felicia Joe, Ura